Hi, I'm Penny Hunt, and this is Penny Heart to Heart. I pop in and talk to you about my latest writing, and I do this every week. And today I'm going to talk about the writing from the corner of Spirit and Brave called Tilt. I wonder how many of you out there played pinball. I think people do still play pinball, but it was kind of a thing back when I was a teenager. And you know, it's the machine where you have the buttons on the side and the flippers that you hit with your thumbs, and you try to get the steel ball drops down, and you try to hit it into the holes and bounce it against bumpers to gain points. And it used to be a big thing. Maybe still is. Maybe I'm out of the pinball loop. But I wrote Tilt about what happens when you play pinball and you get too excited or too aggressive with the table and you shake it. And sometimes you can shake it a little bit to get the ball to go where you want it to go, but sometimes you become too aggressive and too excited and you shake or bump or move the table too much, and you get a warning that says tilt, tilting the table. And if you don't stop, pretty soon there's a mechanism inside the pinball machine that stops the game because the player loses control. The machine gains the control. The machine mechanism shuts everything down. The game is over and tilt has occurred. I started thinking about this in the game of pinball and how this relates to our life, because I believe that tilt happens in our life, just like the pinball machine. Now, sometimes I think it's in our control. Maybe we do something in life that creates tilt in our life. Sometimes it comes out of the blue, like these thunderstorms that we get sometimes that are just wicked and wild and just come up on us like that and drench us and drench our yards and our gardens, and sometimes hail is involved and it's violent and it tilts our world. Sometimes life happens like that, whether it's an accident or the loss of a loved one or whatever it is that happens like that, like this sudden violent storm that just falls into our lives and causes our life to tilt. And sometimes it happens slowly. We don't even notice that it's happening, and it creeps up on us little by little by little. And all of a sudden we wake up one morning and our life is just skewed. It's not the same as it was, and we're not sure how that happened, but it has tilted a little bit. It has tilted to one side or to a place that we're not comfortable with, and we've lost control. What I realized when I was writing this about tilt is that I think there is a certain amount of discomfort and tilt that is required in our life. If everything just went along smooth all the time, we wouldn't be learning anything. We wouldn't be experiencing, we wouldn't be growing. And so we need a certain amount of tilt, and that's called life. It's always going to happen. It's going to happen to all of us. And then maybe some of the tilt that we create ourselves, some of the drama and emotion and things that create a tilt, maybe we can control a little bit more. But what I realized is it's how we react to the tilt that happens that really shows our compassion and our caring and our control that we have in our life. Because it's going to happen, all of these things are going to happen to all of us. We are all going to have tilt in our life. And it's how we move with that. If we can get ourselves back to balanced and normal, if we can take control of our life and come back from it after we experience it and what we learn from it, that shows our character. That shows the person that we are. And sometimes it's a struggle. Tilt happens in those violent, crazy ways, and it's hard. Life is hard. And sometimes it takes a while to come back to balance and control that tilt in our life. And sometimes it happens because something else out of our control creates it. And then again, how we are going to react to it, how we're going to live with it, how we're going to learn from it shows our character, our compassion, and our control. It shows who we are. So I just wanted you to think about your life and how it can get tilted one way or another, tilted out of control, it seems, for a while, much like that pinball machine. And the advantage that pinball players have that we don't in our normal life is we don't get the warning. We don't get the flashing red lights that say warning, tilt, because that happens for a while in pinball before the machine shuts down. Sometimes we do not get that warning. It just happens to our life and it feels like our life has shut down or come to a stop, or something has caused us to pause in our life, and we don't get the warning sometimes before that happens. And so it's in life, it's not a game. It's real. It can be painful. It can be exciting. It can be educational. And it's all part of our process of why we are here in this life. Because my theory, my belief is we are here for three things. We are here to learn, to teach, and to love. And we are here to learn the lessons we're supposed to learn. We're here to teach lessons to others that we're supposed to teach. And the bottom line is we are here to love. And so when our life gets tilted, if we can remember that it's a learning, that maybe there's something in here that we can learn and teach to others, and never forget to love in the process. Love yourself while you're going through it. Love the other people that it affects. And love your life no matter what's going on. That's my tagline, love your life no matter what. So I invite you to read my writing, Tilt. If you haven't read it yet, I always include the link with this video so that you can go back and read it and maybe listen to the audio. I always do audio there. And send me comments. I love to hear from you. This has been Pennie Heart to Heart. I'm Pennie Hunt, and thanks for watching.